Hello there, this is Simon, 1979 of YouTube Land and TFW 2005 Transformer boards, bringing you a video review of a Maketoys Giant Series Bulldozer and Excavator. These guys arrived with me today thanks to Andy and the crew at Maketoys, and they are wonderful. Here is the box. It's a bit bland, but it tells you everything you need to know. You can see some nice artwork in the back there of a Bulldozer and Excavator. A bit contentious for the art, but we'll say no more of that. There it is again on the side. There's Bulldozer. Flicking around, there's Excavator. You can see that. And then there on the back there they both are. Vehicle and robot modes. Nice bit of line art and a little picture there of how they of course turn into giant arms, but we don't care about boxes. I'll have a quick look at the instructions. Very nice instructions, very concise. They all done with prototype pictures, but they are very, very nice and concise. I mean, they leave you in absolutely no doubt as to what you are supposed to be doing to get these guys from vehicle mode into robot mode. So yeah, those are very nice. And here they are, Excavator and Bulldozer. No one is going to be calling them that, by the way. They are of course going to be calling them Scavenger and Bone Crusher. Very, very nice toys. They really are lovely. I mean, the plastic quality on them is superb. They feel, they've got a nice little bit of weight to them. They look good. The yellow, I mean, as always with Devastator, people are going to want green Devastator, but I'm really happy with this yellow. I really am. It's a lovely real world construction vehicle-y type yellow. There's little bits and pieces of detail. I mean, there's the hazard stripes on the treads there and on the shovel arm. The MTC Co logo that I assume we're going to be seeing on all of the releases of Giant. There's some nice little registration number there, SG91 on Scavenger. And just on the top there on Bone Crusher, BR754. I don't know if there's some sort of esoteric meaning to those. I don't know, someone who knows more about Devastator might be able to tell you that, but yeah, I don't really care, it looks good. So that's those guys in vehicle mode. They also come with these little doody little generator things, and these will eventually form Giant's forearms. Now these things are quite intriguing in themselves, because I mean they're quite doody little things. I really like the way that they've concealed Giant's hands and forearms into this little piece of machinery. I mean, if you ever see a construction site, you'll see these great big generators with jackhammers and cutting saws and things all attached to them and all powered from them. So it's fitting. It's not just sort of mindless kibble. It's not just hands taken off and put to one side. They've actually tried to do something with it, and I really do appreciate that. And I mean, the intriguing thing about these is, if I can get them out, there we go, handles on the side. We don't know why yet. I think it's a safe assumption that at some point in one of the future releases we're going to get some sort of jackhammer thing that's going to come here, and these will, this is on both of them by the way, these will actually turn into weapons at some point. For now they're a bit pointless. There's also some big tabs. I don't really appear to be doing anything at the moment. Whether they will, I don't know. That's for future releases. Again, plastic quality on these is nice, it's solid. Couple of little bits picked out in silver there. Not too much detail. I mean, there's no hose detail or anything really on them, but they do the job. You also get this. That eventually I think is going to form sort of the main body of Giant's gun when you've got all 6 guys together and all their weapons are going to combine into a big gun. For now though, what this does is if you flick that bit back, this splits down the middle. Those little bits slide forward. And you've got weapons. Now these weapons can attach in vehicle mode to both Scavenger and Bone Crusher. If you see in the middle there's a little slot, and then on the side, Bone Crusher there's a little tab, and the same on Scavenger. Basically what happens is that just slots into there, and you can attach guns to the side of either of them, like so. It fits better on Bone Crusher than it does Scavenger, purely because there's a bit more clearance. When you got it on Scavenger, they sort of slightly angle out, whereas you can get them to sit a bit more straighter on Bone Crusher. Little quibble, nothing anyone should be unduly worried about, because the odds are you aren't going to be using those too often. Quick size comparisons. Movie Bumblebee. Everyone's got a Movie Bumblebee. If you haven't, why not? There's thousands of them on the shelves. Go buy yourself one. Get rid of them. Get the little bleeders out of here. Also, which I think scales a bit better, we got Wind Charger. I think that's not a bad scale, really. But Wind Charger can go. Now, I should have said at the start really, but unfortunately I haven't got any Hercules. I haven't got G1 devs. In fact, the only thing I've got even approaching Devastator is this guy. Constructicon Maximus, who will be going on eBay very soon because I don't need him anymore, or at least I won't need him once I've got all 6 of these guys. So yeah, no wheels on the bottom of the treads. A lot of people have been nitpicking over that. No wheels on the bottom of the treads, no wheels on the bottom of the treads. Doesn't bother me, doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm not going to be rolling them around on the carpet. I'm not going to be doing anything like that with them, so I'm not really worried whether they roll or not, and all that will happen is they'll end up on the back of their legs in robot mode, and would have been a bit pointless anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, if we look at Scavenger first of all, and we'll transform him into his arm mode first of all, I think, because obviously his arm mode is pretty much his vehicle mode, but with an arm. All you do is you separate the tread slightly, and then this whole section pulls out. Then you can reattach the treads. There's a tab there and tabs on top of there. That will just plug back in. They do plug back in. If I can get them. Oh, excuse me a second. Get everything lined up. I'm not used to doing everything from a distance. Get in. Ah, there we go. Which gives you this little ratchety joint thing out. The ratchet on this is beautiful. It is an absolutely beautiful ratchet joint. You've got this bit here, which if you just press up there, clicks beautifully into there. That forms sort of the upper arm, as it were. This is going to be your shoulder. I'll plug into hook when we get him. That's going to be your upper arm. This bit sort of just hangs there. It's the Menosaur syndrome. It's a vehicle as an arm, but I mean it covers it well. Then you need to get one of the Jennies. These were actually labelled left and right, and I think I've got the right one. Yep. And these basically just open up. There's a hand concealed inside there. You fold them back. This here is your elbow. Again, nice ratchety joint, lovely ratchet. There's your hands, all individual fingers, only one joint at the sort of base of the knuckle. So I open up.